I didn't go to university. I started the company when I was 17 and had to go to a lawyer to get some advice on what to call the company. And I was at a loss for words. And he said, well, are you still a minor? And I said, yes, I'm still, I'm 17. So he said, well, that's it. We'll call it Minor. That's the name of the company.
What made you want to start a hospitality / retail group in the first place?
I think it was an area that didn't require a lot of education, shall we say. I didn't go into telecommunications or engineering, so food and hospitality was a very easy one to penetrate.
If I look at the range of businesses that you have, they span the spectrum from restaurants to hotels to retail and all these different aspects of it. Is there a thread?
Yes, the thread is my passion. I like to fly, so we have the largest private jet company. I love hotels. I love developing hotels. I love operating hotels. So that's why we have so many hotels. I love food. I love restaurants. So we have 3,000 restaurants.
Quite often, investing in a passion is a highly risky business because you fall in love with the investment.
That's correct. But I think in this particular case, we're a public company, so we're very focused on the return for our shareholders, and we've made it pay. But it's easier to work on something that you're passionate about.
And you're based in Thailand. When we look at the Thai economy at the moment, there are huge both economic and political challenges.
Absolutely.
Let's be charitable in this. Why should one be optimistic about it?
I think because it's Thailand. Thailand has an unnerving way of being able to get through these difficult challenges and come out much stronger. So I look at this as, having lived here for 60 years, I see this as just a bit of a hiccup. And I hope to see us get our growth back. Right now Vietnam has passed us. Tourism numbers are down. And that's one of the fundamental strengths of Thailand has been tourism.
Which has been steadily growing with the exception of the pandemic. Is there something structurally wrong, or is it just cyclical?
I think it's a little bit of both. Thailand has always been a favorite of the Asian markets because it's a short-haul destination. But of course, as the baht has gotten much stronger than the euro, stronger than the US dollar, and that's made Thailand a bit expensive. And plus the fact that it is such a popular destination that now many of the Chinese tend to want to go a little bit further afield. So they're going to Japan, they're going to Europe even.
And that is one of the issues, in a sense, with Thailand having to rediscover its tourism offering.
That's correct.
It's a bit like Spain had to do when it became overdone with the British and German and Northern European tourists. It had to either find higher quality, different products, different sort of F&B, full board, family stays, all that. Thailand seems to be going through that challenge at the moment.
Absolutely. They're looking for new markets. They're looking for higher end travelers. They want the quality rather than the quantity. But at least this is the right moment because we're seeing a complete change by the consumer that they're going less into shopping and more into premium travel, as we talked about.
Your top brand, the Anantara. Every time I start saying it, I never remember get to.
Well, it's Anantara.
No, I don't. Where did it come from?
Well, it's a Sanskrit word that means ever-flowing water without end.
Anantara. The Anantara group or collection is growing, and it's growing into a luxury space that's quite crowded.
Yes, it is very crowded.
We everything from Peninsula, Ritz-Carltons, Four Seasons. Now that's no reason why one shouldn't enter that space.
But I think we're a little different. We've taken sort of Asian hospitality, and more especially Thai hospitality, which is what Thailand is so strong at. And we have a hotel in Nice. We've got one in Rome. We're in Dublin. We're in addition to all of our strong footprint in the Middle East and Asia. So we've got 10 Anantara hotels today in Europe.
What is not your favorite place to travel, but your favorite experience of travel? What's the moment, we were talking about it at dinner, what's the moment that you really what happens inside Bill when you get home?
I think for me it's about diving or flying, and all my passions are dealing with cars, driving through Europe. I keep a collection of old Ferraris, And I love to drive them in the south of France and in Italy. And that's one of the great thrills. And enjoy, good food, good wine, great weather, top down.
What's not to love?
Exactly.